Hey guys, it's Sarah Livengood with the Good Life Real Estate Group at Keller Williams Realty Boise, and I'm coming to you today because I was having a conversation with a friend of mine and I realized that I think you guys know stuff, but you don't know what I know, so I feel like it's my job to share with you. So we're talking about getting under contract and what costs a buyer can expect kind of straight out of the gate. So we've already undergone the process where we've searched for property, we've identified a property, and now we're writing an offer on said property. So this particular friend of mine did not know that a buyer does not pay for buyer's real estate commissions. So you don't have to worry about that. So when you work with somebody like me, it's free. So the seller actually pays our fee at the closing table. So a buyer does not have to worry about that cost. Something that you as a buyer do need to keep into consideration is that straight out of the gate, to accompany the contract is something known as earnest money. Now that earnest money is typically 1% of the purchase price. It can depend depending on what loan type you're using. So something to keep in mind that you're gonna need to have a couple $1,000s that accompanies that contract. Now that earnest money, it doesn't just go into the wind, it actually does go towards your down payment. So you're not just giving it to the seller, you're using it for your down payment. And then something else that a buyer does need to think about kind of straight out of the gate is the cost for your home inspection. When you work with a licensed agent such as myself, a home inspection is kind of a non-negotiable. It is your first and your largest contingency of the contract. So we want to make sure that we're actually like looking under the proverbial hood of said home and making sure that the home fits all of your needs. So, and again, we're looking for the big structural items. So that home inspection, depending on the size of the home, is anywhere from $300 to $500. Again, it depends on the home inspector that you're working with. Another cost that happens straight out of the gate is your appraisal fee. Now, some of your lenders can wrap that into your closing costs, so that's worth a conversation with them. So if you have further questions on the likely costs and likely events in the home buying process, I put together this cool kind of sheet about like, hey, this is what happens next. Because I know with my buyers, I never want them to wake up in the middle of the night going like, oh my gosh, what happens next? I have no idea. Because that happened to me when I was a buyer, and it was a really uncomfortable place to be in. So I want to make sure that all of my friends, all of my family members, all of my colleagues, they know exactly like, hey, this happened next. So if you have questions, reach out to me, or you're also welcome to, I think I'm going to make a thing that says click here, and I promise I won't spam you. So it's not my style. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon.